There comes a time in every girl's life where she realizes that hidden deep within the forest of her heart, there lies a queendom. And if she believes, she will reign forever. This is the autobiography of Nicki Minaj.
I like to be a nurse when I grow up so I can help people less fortunate than I am.
I lived with my grandmother, and then when I was really, really young, maybe like a toddler, my mother left. Both my parents left. So I was left with me and my brother, and we were with my grandmother. When my mother left Trinidad, I thought she was gonna come right back. So I thought maybe next week my mother would come back. Maybe next week, maybe the week, when I realized maybe my mother's not coming back. That was very hard. When I got to America and met her again, I had this weird psychological thing that whenever she would leave the house, I would chase the car. I would chase the car and run. And she would be like, her friends would get mad because they didn't understand, but I always thought maybe she wouldn't come back again. When I came from Trinidad, I thought it was gonna be so picture perfect. I thought it was gonna be like a big mansion. My father would yell and curse a lot. It was right in the crack era. He fell victim to crack shortly after he moved to America. My father battled like drugs and alcohol for, most of my life. And, we moved a lot, we were always kind of in fear that he was gonna be violent and stuff like that. And, I would just lock myself up, as I got older, I would just lock myself in my room and write. So they wouldn't really know what I was doing. They just heard like the music playing over and over, and that was like my escape. I would just write, or I'd go in my car and write. Music is so magical that it can take you anywhere. When we had hard times, my mother had to rent out her house, and we all four had to move in the basement, which was a studio apartment. Studio basement for 4 people. And we just used to have to walk by and see another family living beautifully in the main house, and we had to walk in the backyard and go downstairs in our basement. And, gotta do what you gotta do. This house was the house that my father burned down. Me and my brother, we were at a neighbor's house spending the night that night. They came and said, your house is burning down. I just remember running, racing down, and I remember when I got here, I just saw a big commotion, and I was so scared I didn't know what happened, but everybody was running over here, and I just looked. My house was gone. The house was gone. All of my toys, all my clothes, all of my memories.
Sorry, love.
Obviously, when you're a kid, fantasy is way better than reality if you have a drug-addicted parent, of course. I think since I was little, I've been just someone that I live in fantasy. Like, I live in my imagination, and I feel like if I can imagine it, then I can make it happen. And I feel like once you can conceive it, you can make it reality, and then it kind of alters your mood and your spirit. So that's really, I've been like that since I was little.
How you doing?
I went to school at Performing Arts High School, LaGuardia, in Manhattan, in New York. I was hoarse, and I kept thinking, oh my God, how am I gonna sing? I had a singing audition and an acting audition. I went and, I did my singing. I failed miserably. It just didn't pan out. I just lost the passion for it. I wanted everything really quickly. I went on 2 auditions. I'm like, oh, I didn't get that role? Oh, forget this. I'm done. They don't realize who I am. I was defeated. I said, forget this school, this stupid school. I don't want to be here anyway. Get me out of here. And my mother was like, no. And then I had to do my acting audition.
Call that judge right now and tell him I can have my baby back. I am not gonna argue. Call him.
When I started doing the acting audition, I felt right at home. I knew this is what I wanted to do for the next 4 years in high school. No, it's not all right. No. You have no idea how mad he makes me, acting like he's some fucking tough guy. I think that at that time I wasn't focused enough to maintain an acting career. I didn't realize you had to really be focused, like going on those auditions and stuff like that for agents, and I wasn't there yet. I was too all over the place.
And so I wanted to be an actress actually first, and then I wanted to sing, but I thought that was a little bit boring. And then I wanted to rap because I thought it was what the dudes were doing, and I felt like, you know, if I could do what the guys did, I would be like cooler. And so I just started like sharpening my skills doing rap.
Hood star, broad, black Barbie doll. Fucking me if the cockiness bother y'all. Just now you spit Kool-Aid, I spit acid out. Doing this since you would be by classic out. And these hoes wanna get at me.
You know, like some people could spit, but when you get them in a mic, she deliver her shit the same. And it sits on the beat. Yeah.
MySpace.com/Nicki Minaj. Shout me out. I love you. Bye.
I fuck with them with the best. You already know that already. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the best. So if she ain't the best, I wouldn't even be here right now.
Come on.
She got the streets on lock. I'm fucking with her. She fucking with me. We're about to take this shit to another level. You know what I'm saying? But Nick, what you gotta say?
I ain't really, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't gotta say much. You know what I mean? When I come through, I do it big.
Of course.
When I come through, I do it fucking big, bitches. This is cause I'm tired of losing. Even though my music is crack, cause I'm tired of using. It's like I'm tired of rapping and I ain't even rap yet. I'm tired and I'm asking, am I ready for the rapture? See, I'm just a little girl caught in a mixed up world. Shout out my girls that be calling me sister girl. My biggest obstacle is just proving, I guess, that I'm an authentic talent. Besides all the other hoopla about everything else, I'm a talented girl that decided that I wanted to make something out of my life, and I started writing raps. That's it. I'm Nicki Minaj, aka write my own shit. Don't ask me why I gotta keep on saying I write my own rhymes. Like, don't ask me why I do that. I do that because there's not a day that goes by that some clown don't come up to me and be like, yo, you write away your lyrics, ma? And I'm like, where have you been? I'm a breath of fresh air in that I write my music. I write my own music. I'm a take charge girl. Females should support another female that's, you know, trying to be a boss. Female rappers, you know, really, like, we are so creative, you know what I'm saying, like, and so smart. You don't need a nigga to write your raps, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have conversations within ourselves and crack up laughing and all that shit. So think about it, like, your normal dialogue every day, you can write your own shit. I like to keep it relevant to females, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why females fuck with Nicki Minaj, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of female rappers, they come in and, like, and you only hear dudes, like, knowing about them, but, like, females, you know what I'm saying, know, like, what I stand for. Like, I stand for boss shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, boss bitches, like, being the president, writing your own shit. At the end of the day, I am the baddest bitch in the game. I think when people hear me saying bad bitch, they think I'm talking about looks. But to me, you know, confidence and style goes a very long way. It's not about the baddest ass and the biggest boobs. It's more about someone that is good on her own. Like, I just love standalone bitches. You know what I'm saying? That is good on their own, and I'm working my way to be that. Shout out to all the female rappers out there that's getting money. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't making moves, like, don't mention me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be getting money. You gotta be doing something with yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about real shit. For 2007, if you're not an entrepreneur, don't talk to me. I don't care about it. Like, all my females that's, you know, that's doing something for themselves aside from getting money from dudes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the girls that's in school. I love the college girls. Really, I got love for all the females, but I just gotta say, you know, Nicki Minaj ain't nothing to fuck with, and I can't be touched. So let's go. I'm ready. Like, I'm just like ready for the games to begin. My first ever DVD. My first introduction to the world as Nicki Minaj. I guess
the stars were aligned. I mean, Fendi, who owns the DVD, he was coming back from somewhere. I think he was like coming back from North Carolina. He just called me. He was like, yo, Nick, you shooting Click Clack. You shooting a video for it. I'm like, what? I can't shoot it right now. I'm not ready. He said, you shooting that video. I went, got dressed real quick, got it, you know, I think I freaking did my makeup at the Mac counter. It was so last minute, and I really didn't want to do it. I was mad that he was making me do it, but he really wanted me to be in time for that DVD, and sure enough, Lil Wayne was watching that DVD. He was actually on the DVD, and I was right after his section, which Fendi strategically did so that he could see me. But never in a million years did I think he would not only like me, but actually want to sign me. So he saw me on that DVD, the Come Up DVD Volume 11, and he called Fendi. He was like, yo, I want this girl for Young Money. He called a couple people that knew me, and I was like, Young Money, what is that? You know, but it was Wayne, so of course, you know.
So Young Money is going to be an ocean full of good music. Young Money is, yes, Nicki Minaj. And she's very familiar. I mean, y'all very familiar with her, so yeah, I could throw that name out there, Nicki Minaj. But I'm not saying nobody else other than that. But we have a roster, yeah. Until we do find our identity and build our way in this game, then we'll start introducing ourselves.
I was in the studio one day and we was on the phone, and I said, he was like, what you doing? I said, I'm in the studio. He was like, send me something. I just was like, okay, you know. I sent it to him and.
Like, you sound like a Bostonian.
I do not sound like I'm from Boston. Don't even go there. We was just vibing, and I was in the studio one day, and oh hell no! Yeah, you gotta get a shot at this. Yo. Only at your name is Queen, baby. Only at your name. I remember I used to go in the studio and like I would be writing, but I'd be so scared. And you know, he doesn't write, so he would go in the studio and just be like thinking of raps, and I would be like, oh my god, like I would have so much pressure to deliver. And it was always like, you know, he was Wayne. He was a superstar when I met him. So it was like I was, you know, scared little shy girl, but I also had to always prove myself. But you know, he always made me feel like you know, you better go hard or go home. You gonna make me have to go and switch my voice? What's really good with you? You didn't start right on the beat on purpose?
Put the water on.
Oh. That's cute. Okay. That's so cute. Wayne was the first one that was really serious. Like, you know what, I don't care who co-signing her, I like her. Right. And that's one thing I respect about Wayne. Wayne didn't need a billion niggas in the game to say, I like Nicki Minaj. He was like, I like Nicki Minaj, and I'm gonna co-sign her. I don't care who like her. Sometimes I look at what I write and be like, oh, hell no, that's crazy, that's whack. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still grown, and when I'm in the studio with him, like, there's no, I can't. Like, there's no, you know, no, that beat is too far-fetched for me. Like, he's gonna rap with anything, rock, pop, whatever it is. He doesn't sell himself short. He's more that's why I think he became such like a superstar persona, because he doesn't limit himself. You know what I'm saying? I plan on doing the same thing, like not limiting myself to hip hop, but you know, singing, pop, all that, writing for R&B singers, like, you know, the whole nine.
When you coming from a place like that and you doing more, because she does a whole lot more than rap. See, I do more than rapping is expected. But when you find somebody like Sweetheart that could do that and don't come from them, ain't from there, that's crazy. Because I hate New York. I'm sorry, y'all.
I know you do.
Like, not the people. Not the people, just the place.
Nicki Minaj has definitely been on her grind, because you just did Summer Jam about 2 weeks ago, right?
I appeared with the president. The mistress was at his side. I did not perform, but I was there looking fabulous. He still has a very big fan base. You know what I'm saying? So it can only help people to bring, the familiarity, and then they get me, Nicki, by myself.